Ahí. Dandara here Macarena. Dandara here Sara. Dandara here Macarena. Hey Macarena.
Right.
Aye.
Right?
Right.
Alright. Sorry.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Good
Hey,
evening.
fellas. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. For those who are not able to see us and are just hearing our voices tonight, hey, welcome to another episode of Your Brothers in Arms. We are Your Brothers in Arms, exactly that. My name is Patrick. The guy to my left now is Greg. Down,
Hi.
okay. The guy to my
Sure,
right
this is
over
just one
there
of those.
is the fantastic Alex. Good to see you,
Hello.
fellas. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. This will be episode 78 as it hits the airwaves. Man, we're getting old, long in the tooth, and that's quite all right.
We are quickly
That's
approaching 100 episodes.
just fine by me. And
Wow.
very, very happy to hear that. So, yeah, good times. So, everybody, welcome back. We missed last week because vacation and
Yes.
what do you call it, Greg? Leave? You were on
Leave.
leave?
I was on leave.
I'd love to hear the history of that at one point or another. But Greg was on leave and very much needed and well deserved. And I was actually with that guy right over there on Sunday night. That's another
Envious.
story that we can talk in a little bit. But here we are after a 2-week hiatus, or just a 1 week. We just took a week off, just 1 week this time.
Just 1 week.
Just 1 week. But we're here and we're happy to be here, and it's good to see you all. You can join us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/brothersinarmspodcast. I sent out a Twitter. It has the infamous Muhammad Ali on it. I love it. It's that one where he's kind of like dancing in the corner and whatnot. Some good stuff. But
Classy.
it's the things that
Classy.
make us laugh. But yeah, you can join us on twitch.tv/brothersinarmspodcast. We typically do this on Sundays, but Alex unfortunately was unavailable last night because of his work. And so here we are tonight on a Monday, and hope you can join us. If not, hope that you enjoy this as it comes to you either through podcast form or the infamous YouTube. You can find that again on Brothers in Arms podcast, all one word. And we are one of two Brothers in Arms podcasts, but we're the better one. So
Do they even post? Do they even post?
I don't
I don't
care.
think they do.
I'm sorry, that was rude. That was very rude. I'm not sure, Greg, if they post not or do, but
I don't even care.
thank you, Alex. Okay, so we're in the same boat, and I love it. So, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Greg, you are in a different light tonight, man. I'm kind of digging it. You've got like this. Got this. Oh, well, right there. Wait, go back there, man. The blue in your eyes is really coming out.
Ooh.
You've got the Frankie going on down there. That's pretty nice. I like it.
It's hot. Got a new hat.
He says it's hot.
It's all right.
He got a new hat.
He does have a new hat. What's on this hat? Is that a grenade?
There's a hop cone.
Hop cone?
Yep, that is what makes beer taste like beer. And then
Okay.
on the backside is the name of the brewery.
Barn. Okay. Where's that?
That is in Well, it's not in Charlestown. It's actually in Exeter, Rhode Island. And that is where I was for the last week. And it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I saw the pictures, man, and I'm not wrong in saying I'm as jealous. So
Yeah.
It's respectable to be jealous because it was absolutely awesome.
So up in Rhode Island, so I saw a lot of fishing. I saw a lot of decent fish that came out of that. That was on your hooks, man. That's good stuff. This was obviously the squid talking that you were talking about last week, and so you got a couple two-fers. That's for those not in the know. That's two fish on one line. That was pretty impressive, man.
It was honestly, it was a blast. So it was we spent the whole week. We drove up Friday night, got in Saturday morning, last week, and immediately like hit the beach and just started doing anything and everything we could from just going to the beach or going fishing, going kayaking, paddleboarding. Um, Now the house we stayed at a condo about 20 minutes from the beach house just
Okay.
because the beach house is actually it was built in 1921.
Gee whiz.
It's 100 years old, and it is the original building that was put there when it's one of the oldest homes on the pond. So the beach house actually isn't on the beach. It's on what they call the pond. And what that is there's a breachway that was built. Uh, it's a natural breachway, and then it was actually reinforced with giant boulders on either side. It's about 50 feet wide and probably about 100 feet long. And what that is that's the opening to what is essentially like a bay,
Okay.
or a pond. A pond is the best way to describe it. It really is. Um, Aside from the channel, there is a channel that runs through it that's you know was created for boats to be able to larger boats to navigate through it.
Okay.
Most of the pond is not more than 3 to 5 feet deep, depending on the tides.
Wow.
Sometimes it's even shallower. There are parts of the pond that the water is literally only about this deep. You can walk across it and
No diving.
you can look like you're Jesus
Oh.
walking on water. Um, which with the
Peter, the
beard,
secret's out, man.
right? Now we know.
Yeah.
But no, it's honestly so when you're on the pond, it's calm it's salt water. It's straight salt water. It's not brackish at all.
Oh wow. Okay.
Um, but what's cool about it is, because it is still attached, it's still connected to the Atlantic. What? What are you giggling about there, killer?
No,
Oh,
That guy.
okay.
no, we're good.
Uh, it's attached to the ocean, and it's just connected to the ocean. It it does rise and lower with the tides, and because it's salt water, it's a natural spot for clams to grow.
Oh, nice.
It's a home for blue crab. That's where you get a lot of blue crab. There are oyster farms in the pond,
What?
and you can find wild oysters. You can find we clammed a lot. That's a lot of fun to go
Is that an
clamming.
actual term?
I don't think that's a verb.
Clamming? I believe clamming is a word. We're gonna look it up. Um, but you can go and you can find all this stuff. We went out with a friend, and yep, clamming is a word. It is spelled with one M.
Oh,
Clamming.
wouldn't that be claiming?
Nope, clamming, not because clamming is with an AI. But there's the title for tonight. Is clamming a word? Clamming is the word. Clamming's a verb. But one of the cool ones, I actually, for the first time this year, so we went out with the son of our host. He's his name's Will. He's got a beautiful daughter who's about 2 years old, about the same age as Caroline Boyo.
Oh,
And it was really hot this week, and so we went out one of the days on the boat with them, and he took us out to the sand flats, which is that area of water I was telling you about, Patrick, that literally
yeah.
goes. Most of it's only a couple inches deep, and then it gets up to about shin. That's about normal.
Okay.
Where it's depth at, and you can literally, they have flat bottom skiff boats that you can get pretty close to that water, jump right out of the boat, and then just walk the boat right in and let it sit in 4 or 5 inches of water, drop an anchor so it just stays floating in that spot, and then start walking around and pulling clams right out of the water.
That's cool.
But he showed us. I'd never had a razor clam before.
Never have I.
Yeah, they're awesome. It literally, so they look like straight razors.
What?
They look like the handle of a straight razor, and they sit in the
Hold
in
on.
the in
Hold
the
on.
sand.
Hold
What?
on. Samson just popped in, and he said, "Clamtastic."
Clamtastic. It was clamtastic. But
Yeah.
but you can fish these things. You have the way you fish them out, Patrick. You have to find the hole where they're hiding. And what?
Sorry, that was in response to Alex's look. Go, keep on.
Clamtastic.
Find the hole with your finger. Got it.
No. You walk through the water and you try to find these holes, and it kind of looks like just like a depression in the sand with two little dots in the middle, and that tells you that it's a razor clam. And so you take your finger and you go into the side of like beside the hole or the depression, and then stick your finger against the side of the clam and push it against the sand, because as soon as it detects danger, it digs itself. It'll shoot down into the sand as fast as humanly possible, and it'll go like a solid foot under the sand, and you won't get it.
Would you
Fast
say
as
that it clams
Clam
up?
possible?
It clams up.
Clams up.
Clams up. Cat joke for the win.
Or down.
Once
Clams down.
Clams down.
once you pin it, you bring your other finger around and grab it on either side, and then you have to pull as slow as possible to get this thing to come out. And then once you get it out, you can literally you can break them open with your hands. Like the shell is so
Brittle.
brittle. You break it open with your hands and you can pull the meat right out and eat it just like that.
Straight up.
It tastes amazing. It tastes like chewy chicken, like sweet chewy chicken.
What?
Yeah. They're really, really good. So that was fun. Sorry, Brandy's coming down the stairs there. But we, it was a blast. I mean, we had so much fun. I could talk about it the whole night if you give me the opportunity. It was I'm very tan. I don't know if you guys can see.
I can see the beard. The beard
Yeah.
is impressive, man.
Yeah, for tonight it goes away in the morning. I'm going back to work.
Oh, sad face. Sad face.
Yeah, not as tan as Brandy. Brandy's tan.
Oh, there you go.
But it was fun.
Good. Well, I'm glad you had a great time, man. I'm glad you enjoyed your leave. You deserve it, man, and I'm glad you got it. So congratulations. Alex, how about you, buddy? I know you've got work and work and work and working.
And work.
And work, yeah, sure.
And work.
Same stuff?
A little more work.
A little more?
Yeah.
How much more?
A lot more.
All of it?
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm gonna disappear for a couple weeks. I'm sorry, guys.
Nah, man, we understand that's work. That's what happens and what you got to do. So we'll try to hold down the fort with you, but we won't do like any full-blown episodes without you. So.
Oh, you're more willing, man. Go for it.
Oh, I know, but it takes three.
Yeah.
It takes three. So,
it takes three to not tango.
Takes two
to make
to tango.
Right. It takes three to
make a thing go right.
Make a thing go right.
I don't know. Now we've had we had an interesting 2 weeks. So
yeah,
in 2 weeks I've gotten to see both of you guys. Independently, but still, gotten to see both of you. It's kind of nice.
Yep.
I've been at work. We've been doing basically port and starboards, so day on, day off, since the 4th of July. Well, since before the 4th of July.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah.
Does it mess with your holiday?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing is we didn't even do anything with it until after the holiday, but can't make a liar out of him twice. It's great. It's great. I love it. Yeah. But yeah. So we were dog sitting for a little bit. Got a chance to hang out with Greg and Brandy's dogs. They were with
Hunter
us
and Willow.
Hunter and Willow.
Those are some interesting dogs.
They were, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Hunter, ladies and gentlemen, is a Bringle something or another. And
he's a amazing dog's what he is.
yeah. But this dog greeted me when I first came in the house. And I can't do it properly. But he howled. And he looks like a boxer mixed with a Great Dane mixed with a long-tailed something or another. But this dog just kind of went
Might be able
and
to
just kind of looked at me. And I was like, well, nice to meet you too. And then Willow looks like our parents' old, not golden retriever, golden lab, and just like maybe 40 pounds smaller, but same exact shape and everything. And we're going, this is nuts. Obviously a different gender because they had a Harley and well, y'all
He's a
have
Willow.
Right?
Mhm.
But yeah, and then your dogs too. So
yeah.
yeah.
Well, there were 5 animals, or 5 dogs, a toddler, 2 cats, and I think we're up to like 50 fish now.
Yeah. I got to visit the aquarium while I was visiting too, so that was nice.
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
They keep multiplying.
Dude, when you put fish together that are different genders, they do that.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't. So I have 2 that I know are females. Now I have a 3rd one that I know is a male.
Yeah. And
Answers
these
that question.
make babies.
Yeah.
Family
It's
channel.
These fish make babies.
It's crazy. Yeah, there's probably 25 tiny ones in that small one downstairs.
Yep.
And then there's 8 or 9 in this one up here. So it's kind of nuts.
I get
But
Wait,
nice.
did you just get a cheese platter?
I did.
Dude, you're a jerk.
Charcuterie.
I got a little charcuterie board.
I'm calling DoorDash right now.
Brandy. Brandy loves me and she's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But other than all the other craziness, I actually got called back home from work last night.
Yeah, I read about this. Share if you're all right.
Yeah, so I got a phone call probably about 8:30 last night at work, which doesn't normally happen. And obviously I don't have a direct line right at work, so that went through about 4 or 5 different people. And it finally got to me, and they said, "Hey, your wife called the back office. She wants you to go call her back." All right. So I ran from where I was, and I got all sorts of stuff going through my head. Something's wrong with Caroline. Something's wrong with the car. Like something, right?
Right.
I did not expect for me to get up there and for my wife to tell me that my dog Frank somehow got bitten by a snake last night.
Oh my goodness.
No joke. Like, I saw pictures once I actually got there to the animal hospital. But he literally, I don't know how, he picked a fight with a danger noodle and he lost.
Danger noodle.
Danger noodle. And no joke, he literally got bit on the throat and his throat swelled up to about the size of a softball.
Oh my goodness.
So Liz called her mom and said, I don't know if this is something that has happened a while and it's like an abscess or something.
Brandy says, "Good evening, gentlemen, just so you know."
Good evening. So she ran him to the emergency vet after her mom said, "Seriously, just go, take him." And then she called me. And I got there and I still hadn't seen him. Because the emergency vet that she took him to, based on their COVID protocols, it's all curbside.
Wow.
Everything's curbside. So
That's wild.
yeah. So you drop your dog off, they rush him inside, they do everything that they have to do, and then they call you with updates. So literally, you just sit there in your car in front of this place and just wait.
Right.
So she's got Caroline in the car, and I parked my truck and then walked over and got in the car with her. And we tried to walk through every single possible scenario that this could be. Could he have gotten, into some sort of an argument with one of the other 4 dogs that's in the house, and we missed it, or something. But the night previously, he was literally sitting in my lap for about 4 hours. So I didn't see anything. So
Yeah.
if it was some form of, past trauma or something, I would have seen it. I would have seen swelling already. It wouldn't have gone from, the nothing that I saw to, the softball that I saw that evening.
Wow.
If it was some form of something. So he definitely got bit by a snake. The vets agree that he probably got bitten. They think it was possibly a copperhead.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
So wild.
Yeah, but because he has all those fat sausage rolls, that's pretty much what probably saved him.
Wow.
Because it didn't go directly in; it got in between like the dermis layer of his skin and the actual muscle, which is why that area swole up so much. But,
Craziness.
yeah, so we stuck around with him. We finally got to take him home at about 11:30 last night, and then Liz and Caroline went to bed, and I stayed up with him to make sure he got his first dose of medicine, and then made sure he was comfortable, tucked him in on the couch, and then went to bed. Got up this morning and did the same thing. Got him his medicine, checked on him, and swelling went down considerably. But today we were supposed to drive up to Fredericksburg to go and drop off the dogs and get a chance for Caroline and Zoe to see each other one last time before everyone goes back home.
Right.
And we
That
didn't feel
happen.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a road trip.
Yeah.
After a road trip.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just glad Frank's okay, Boyle.
Yeah, me
too.
too. Man, that dog. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, so these are Dachshunds. They're
They're
probably
adorable.
wider than my shoulders.
A
Wider.
little bit.
They're just fat. No,
They roll.
they're long, and Frank is short-haired and Beans is long-haired. Right. Well, Frank, when he gets in your lap, he just wants to kiss you. He just wants to wrap that tongue all around you. And when I was visiting last Sunday, Frank got in my lap a couple of times, and I just kind of had to casually take his head in my palm and just kind of push him away from
Your face.
this because his tongue is about 6 inches long. Like,
At least.
I'm not joking.
His tongue's longer than his body.
He licks, and it like anteater comes out of his face.
Yep.
So yeah, he's a good dog.
He'll get
He's a
you from
good
across the
dog.
room.
Yeah. After he takes a flying leap at you,
Yep.
but
No fear.
no, none whatsoever.
No. Like, Kitty is walking around my ankles right now, and Frank's greatest ambition in life, in all seriousness, is to be friends with the cat. Cat does not want to. So, out of all of them, that's, the least surprising that, got bitten by a snake, because he was probably like, ooh, friend. And Danger Noodle's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you call them danger noodles.
That's a hard lesson to learn. So
I don't think
bless
he learned
it.
it.
No, I'm glad he's safe, and I'm glad you guys are okay too. Because yeah, that's rough.
It would not have been a good day.
No.
With that happen, and to go the worst possible scenario that could have happened, and then I'm just gone for a length of time.
Right.
You need to get some of that 22 pepper shot, Boyle.
You don't think I
You don't
have
already
it?
have. Oh, I was about to say if you don't already have some.
I've got it in 22 and 9, dude.
Nice.
For the bigger Danger Noodles.
Danger noodle. What danger noodle? That stuff's
Yeah.
great. It doesn't make a lot of noise.
No.
Pretty quiet.
So the other option is to call the Atlanta snake guy.
The Atlanta snake guy?
Yeah. Really good
There is-
story.
There is such a thing?
Yeah. It's my father-in-law.
Oh.
He is the Atlanta snake guy.
Self-pronounced or...
Oh, that's the Facebook website that he has. He's the Atlanta snake guy.
He took a class in Florida.
Oh.
In order to learn how to properly and appropriately relocate venomous snakes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not dispose of, but
No,
relocate.
Relocate.
He
I'd
rescues
relocate him.
them.
Yeah.
To my
Relocate
garbage
him with
bin.
the big old black snake. It'd just be done with it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
That's
I
just me.
don't like snakes. I don't.
Smooth
I'm right there with you.
anaconda hide. Make me some boots just of my size.
I was thinking on a plane, but yeah, I like yours better.
No, there's a marine
Marching
cadence.
cannons.
Oh, okay.
Not just marine.
Oh
Got
yeah.
it.
Well, we do it. Do you guys do it for marching or running?
Marching.
Oh yeah, no, we do it for running.
I don't run.
Y'all are weird. I don't run.
There it is. There
That one's on the bingo board.
Oh, I'm feeling it. It's coming. It's happening.
I gotta start writing all these down. That's my problem. I should make a note, a Word doc, and start writing them in as they come up.
I've got I probably got 50 episodes worth of show notes on my phone, so I could send that to you. You could probably get most of them.
I'll take it.
I don't run.
So my week since seeing Alex has involved 18 hours worth of driving in a 24-hour period. Not 24-hour, in a 36-hour period.
Ooh.
That's still brutal.
That was fun.
That's absolutely horrible.
Working in my thrift store. I've experienced some really good relationships in that. That's been good. My daughter's home, which is awesome. Really have missed her this summer. Both her mom and I. Got to see 2 movies. Gentlemen, I've seen 2 movies in the theater
What was the second one?
in the last week. So the first one was Jungle Cruise.
Okay.
I haven't almost napped in a movie in a very, very long time.
Yep.
This one about rocked me to sleep. Pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Because
it stars The Rock.
he's on the nose.
I
Look
got
out.
Finger guns, dad finger guns. Get him out there.
Poop. But
That
today, what?
well, that was if you need to isolate that and add it to your soundboard. Poop.
Today, Philip and I saw Free Guy, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, how was that?
For a PG-13 movie, that was interesting.
Interesting how? Interesting in how did
Good
it
one.
get past the MPAA?
So he only dropped the F-bomb once,
That's PG-13.
Okay.
and it was in an interesting situation. His character was developed from beginning to about midway through, 3/4 through, and he dropped it at the 3/4 mark. Philip will tell you that there's cameos everywhere, absolutely everywhere. YouTubers, Twitch streamers, that kind of route. Alex Trebek was actually in this one, because I know it's interesting, but
Because it's Alex Trebek.
he was on Jeopardy, and this guy, and his name is Guy. Ryan Reynolds' character Guy was actually one of the clues. So that was interesting. So it's just showing his character trending towards the middle of the film. Anyways, um, Chris Evans was in it, and why he was in it was absolutely hilarious. And yeah, I think it's worth a watch once in the theater. If you can get a matinee seat, it's worth a sit. Simply because all the things that blow up and where you feel it, it's important.
It was fun.
But if you can only catch it on like HBO when it comes out or whatever,
Go watch it.
it's a decent watch. Yeah, it's fun. It's loads better than Green Lantern. It's not even on the same page as Green Lantern.
Finally off of his worst movie ever.
Yeah. So
Lord have mercy.
Much better than that. But yeah, again, for a Ryan Reynolds film, it was relatively tame. And I could have done with a little less romance, but again, that's just me. I went in there expecting it to be action packed the whole time, and you probably had, amongst everything, about 20 minutes worth of romance out of a 2-hour, 15-minute movie. So take it what you will. It was good though. It was good.
Respectable.
But that was in place. Oh, and I got to go to the swimming pool today with my daughter because she would like to do something different next summer.
Oh my goodness. Is she going to be a lifeguard?
That's her hope. That's
All
her
right.
hope. And so we're working on it now, and endurance and all that fun jazz. And so
she can do
hoping.
it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely she can do it.
She's in better shape than Alex and I were probably when in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in decent
my
shape.
hand.
Marching band really did a number on us.
Yeah.
That's where my endurance came from.
So that was good. That was an excellent time. And then but Philip and I had plans to go to the Microcenter today. Fellas, ever heard of that?
I didn't know they still existed. I thought they were all closed.
Nope. There's one in Columbus and there's one in Vancouver.
Oh my gosh.
And the
What
one
were
in
you trying to
Columbus
do?
is only 2 hours away from us.
Oh my.
Yep.
Did we go on a road trip for a graphics card?
So that's kind of what we were thinking. We were looking at a power supply and a processor.
Okay.
So, but right now we're trying to raise a little bit more cheddar before we make that trip. And this just popped into our lap with the movie this afternoon. So it was a fair trade. But yes, that will happen.
Speaking of movies, did I tell you guys I went and saw the new Space Jam film?
God bless you.
Yeah. I took Zoe.
Yeah.
So one of my coworkers has a son who's about Zoe's age. And I think this was not this last week on vacation, but the week before. Or the weekend before. And his name's Kashif. And Kashif Rivera-Ham, and his son is Kashif Rivera-Ham Jr. So they call him KJ for short.
Cool.
So old Kashif and KJ and Zoe and I went and saw Space Jam because Kashif and I are about the same age. He's a little bit older than I am. He's basically, Patrick, he probably splits between you and I.
Okay.
He's 30, he's 35, 36.
All right.
So a few years older than me, a few years younger than you. So we're all about in that same age group. And he grew up, he remembers seeing Space Jam in theaters as a kid.
Oh yeah, with the original Michael Jordan.
Yeah, with Michael Jordan,
right.
The Michael Jordan, not Michael B. Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
So we took the kids to the movie theater and went and saw it.
Ouch.
There was enough cameos in that film for someone who enjoys going to the theater, just enjoys watching movies in general, um, you're gonna get some. There's a really funny cameo in the halftime of the final of the final game. Um, that's really funny, and it made me laugh. It made me that was the one scene in the whole film I literally laughed out loud. But aside from that, it was just like, okay, this feels like I think it's NBC, Universal.
Yes.
Universal, it has the rights. It basically was a 90-minute Universal advertisement, and LeBron just complaining about everything and complaining and saying the same line over and over and over again.
Oh, really?
It's like, yeah. Bugs Bunny was using him to get free his friends, and all LeBron wanted to do was get his son back. And he kept saying that. I just want to get my son back. And you're using me, Bugs. Like, okay, we've stated that like 16, 17,
Oh,
20
bless it.
times now in the film. Can you
Yeah.
please stop? Just
Yep.
great sports. Great at sports. Basketball player. More power to you, bro. I mean, you are one of the goats of the
he's not.
hardwood. There is
No, he's not.
there is no doubt about that.
Yeah, there is.
However, comma, you cannot act.
A lot of doubt.
Save your life. Oh, I'm not getting into this.
All right.
I'm not getting into this.
Do you want to throw
However, comma.
stats? Because I'll throw stats.
No.
Let's do it.
No,
let's
you
not
don't
go
need
to
to throw.
stats. No.
You don't need to throw stats.
All right.
But all right.
Anyways.
All right. So don't pay money for it if you can.
No, gosh, no. Don't
Alright.
watch. No, until it comes out for free on Netflix, or if you've got HBO Max, don't bother. You're just
Got it.
wasting you're gonna waste your money. So yeah,
All right.
that one ain't it.
Appreciate it, boss. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I went to the movies last weekend.
I heard. What did you
What did
see,
you-
Alex?
I finally saw Black Widow.
There you go.
Oh, how was that?
It was great.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a Marvel movie.
So the Russian was my favorite part of that entire movie. He made me laugh the entire stinking movie. It was the best. I mean, he really played the part well.
I couldn't stop seeing Hopper from Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hopper
it.
with a Russian accent.
I've never seen that show, so I didn't have that overlay in my mind. So.
It was interesting. It was interesting
Yeah.
to see him skinny in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he just went with it. And it was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
It
So-
still fits.
Yeah. So, the guys that I work with, right? So,
Yeah.
you guys all know this. I work with nerds, right? I work with people who have the same mindset and the same like attitude towards everything that I do.
Sure.
So, literally, the last couple of watches that I've had, me and a buddy of mine have sat down there with another dude, and we have literally ranked every single MCU hero and villain from top one all the way down to bottom, and then given them all grades based on different categories,
Okay.
and then given them a grade rating at the end, whether the A plus tier or all the way up down to like F minus.
Okay.
It's not just bad. It's really bad.
It's real bad.
It's real
like
bad.
how bad of a hero you are, or how bad of a villain you are, how great, how whatever, right?
Okay. Sure.
And we had different categories, right? So each individual hero is broken up into, different things like strength. Every single super soldier in the entire MCU was given a flat 3. Right? It's all based
Really?
out of 5, right? Because you got to think about it, right? Yeah, a super soldier is just a better, stronger person, right?
Okay.
A super soldier is not going to be able to go toe to toe with someone like, say, the Hulk in terms of raw strength.
I would love to see Captain America against the Hulk in the MCU, but that's beside the point.
I would love that. That'd be great, right?
Yeah, I think that would be amazing.
But obviously, in terms of strength, the Hulk gets a 5, right? And
Okay.
you go down from there. We factored it all out, and based on our different categories, Thanos was obviously the number 1 villain,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
But the number 2 guy, which was in much debate, and I still have no idea why, but motive, plan, all the other things added into it, he only lost to Thanos by 1 point, was Killmonger.
Yeah. From Black Panther.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no joke. Lost by 1 point to
He was
Thanos.
smart. He was strong. Ruthless. Yeah, I got you.
And
I got you.
his motive, and the ability to carry out
Okay.
a plan.
All right.
Like,
yeah.
no joke. Weird, right? But then, like, the top 3 heroes or the top 1, 2, and 3, they're all tied for number 1. Yeah.
Why?
The way that the points laid out, it just worked.
All right. So in the current MCU or with Fox and all that jazz added to it?
Just current MCU.
Okay. All right. Got you.
So top 3, right?
Right.
Captain America, obviously, right? Because strength, character, his drive,
Right.
sacrifice,
Right.
just general personality, right? Even with
Okay.
a 3 in strength, because we gave every single super soldier a 3,
Right.
right? He still came out on top.
Okay.
He tied with Black Widow. One of the categories we gave them was teamwork. Her teamwork, literally, no joke, is 5. Because think about it, during the Civil War, in the faction war between Captain America and Iron Man, right? Both sides thought she was on their side.
Okay.
She is that much of a team player. Bam. Right? And then on top of that, right, when Captain America gave up after Infinity War, who decides to run S.H.I.E.L.D.? Who decides to run everything? Who, does everybody turn to?
Okay.
Black Widow. And then finally, the third one, the one that wins as well, is Hulk.
I don't see it. I don't see it. How could those 3 tie? And it also bothers me that Black Widow is in that same tier, but
What?
that's beside. She's a C character at best.
Nope.
Yeah, she's
Nope.
a C character at best. Her getting her own movie. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. But it really wasn't that good of a flick. Like, it
I
was a
enjoyed
good it was a good, like, peering into her past and all that jazz and kind of bringing it to the forefront, but it just wasn't. I don't know. Like, I could tell Scarlett Johansson was not happy in any of that movie. And I don't know. With that being said, it just left a sour taste, and that's just me. But I digress.
It's not just you. Samson agrees. He says he's triggered. Black Widow is filler material.
I would very much like to see. Do you have your list written out?
I can send it to you guys
I
tomorrow.
would love to see. I would love to see this list fleshed out. and see exactly what you guys are thinking. Because number one, you've got access to a very interesting think tank, and number two, I'd also like to know the
Categories?
not just that, but of your group. What's the age breakdown and the gender breakdown?
Ooh, now you're getting interesting. How that would play out.
Yeah.
I'm the middle of the age group.
Really?
Yes.
Fascinating.
One of the guys is 27. I'm 32, obviously, and the other guy, Patrick, is your age.
Huh. Yeah, you really are square in the middle.
Yep.
Bless you. Okay. Yeah, I'd really like to see this list fleshed out.
All right.
That'd be very cool to break it down and just yeah, that's cool. I like it.
All right.
I like it.
Well, I've wasted enough time on that.
That's not wasted time. That's fun, man. Thank you.
Sorry. But I believe it is finally my week for the question.
Finally,
It's
it's
been
Alex's
crazy.
turn.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Finally. Jeez.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right?
Pins and needles, everyone.
I don't know
every
how
week.
this happening. So,
Thank you, Greg.
thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
So, for my question, gentlemen, if you could ask your brothers any question in the world, what would it be and why?
What?
What?
Oh man.
No, I won't do that to you. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh! Like, I feel like we do that. What have we
do
been
that
doing
every
for the last? What have we been doing for the last? I don't know. 2 years
What?
ish,
Yeah.
roughly. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
So, I'm thinking about it, right? And like I said, I'm about to be indisposed for a little bit.
Amen. Lord.
So, to a point where I'm gonna have some downtime on my hands. So, what I'm thinking, because I know what my answer is, but other than like a laptop and a hard drive like full of movies and video games and TV shows and stuff, if you had to pass a ridiculous amount of time doing one thing, what would it be?
Oh, I know that answer. That's easy for me. I did it on deployment.
Go ahead, man.
Read.
You would read.
Oh man, anytime I'm getting ready to go on trip, or when I went overseas, so I've had a Nook, and now I have a Kindle, and I love my Kindle a lot. It's in my work bag. It stays with me at all times because if I get the chance, if there is a point where I'm just like, man, there's literally nothing to do, I'm caught up on all my work, I got nothing else to do, I'm going to read. I love reading. It's a combination of escape. It's an opportunity to learn something new, and my reading runs. I've told you guys about this. My reading runs the gamut. I like to read everything from science fiction and fantasy to historical fiction to straight fiction to nonfiction, books on leadership. I love it. I'll read. If it is interesting, I'll read it. If it catches my eye, I'll read it, and I'll usually plow through it like it's cool. I love reading books.
I finished Killing Lincoln on my way to seeing that guy over there, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really impressed by it, and I got most of the way through Killing Kennedy before I got home. I was listening to him on audio tape, and yeah, it's a good read. It's a fascinating take on all of that. But
Is it just kind of like, is it telling the story from the killer's
yes,
point of view, like leading
no,
up to, or
no,
just
it's everybody's point of view. It's so for Lincoln, it was John Wilkes Booth. It was Lincoln, it was his wife, it was his cabinet, it was his Secretary of War, it was Ulysses S. Grant, it was all this craziness. He even somehow tied in Custer, and a few other like names that I'm sitting here going, I had no idea this was the same time frame kind of deal, but it
Yeah,
was, and
that's
it's
cool.
legit really cool. Kennedy, on the other hand, like
Yeah.
mind blown, man. Like this is something. And
Now,
I never there were some things I just had no clue. Like, um, shoot, dang it, now I'm drawing a blank on his name. Lee Harvey Oswald.
yep,
I had no idea that it was a Marine.
yep,
I had no idea that he defected to Russia. I had no idea that he came back from well, obviously because he was in the States, but he asked for his citizenship back, and then like this dude was heavy into communism and everything else, and I was just, guys, I'm just fleeced. Like I had no clue about these things. So, reading or listening to the book, I got as far as January of the year he was shot. So, I mean, it's some fascinating stuff. But anyways, I digress. Crazy stuff. Check it out if you're interested in that kind of history. But for me, Alex, sorry, back to your question. For me, if I was away from family in your situation for a long period of time, I would honestly track somebody down that I trusted and was willing to spend the time with me that knew a different language. And I would work my tail off to learn and absorb and use that language so that I could then have that in my repertoire.
that's cool.
So, along with reading and everything else. But
Yeah.
I mean, that would be my hope, because I can listen to Babel, I can listen to Rosetta Stone, I can do all that kind of stuff, but I've learned that the best way for learning is to apply it with somebody who is willing to walk alongside me as well. Same with music, same with anything HR, same with anything intellectual, wisdom wise.
Yeah.
Walk with somebody with it, and it's that much more impactful in my head and in my heart. So that's what I would do.
Awesome. Samson's asking real quick, what book was it that you were reading?
First book was Killing Lincoln by shoot. I got it. It's just around the corner. Bill.
Oh, hold on.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill O'Reilly
Yeah.
and Martin Duggard. There it is.
O'Reilly.
There it is.
That guy.
That guy.
So Bill O'Reilly for Lincoln and Kennedy. So yeah, it's serious. Serious.
It's very serious.
Serious. Alex, what about
Awesome.
you, man? What would you work on
So
or do?
well, I'm gonna go with things that I've already done. So last couple of deployments, right? I have different things at my disposal. Mainly that like workshops and things like that. So usually whenever I'm gone for an extended period of time, obviously these won't be that long, so it won't be as worth it. But you take like a nut, right, that you would attach to a bolt. You file down the inside until it's smooth, and then you file down most of the corners so you have like a flat side. It looks like a college ring almost. And then you size it, and you turn it into a deployment ring. And then you can take an engraver and pretty much make whatever you want to make with it.
What?
Whatever designs you want to put on it, whatever, and it comes off like a 9/16 bolt.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I've done that a couple of times. You find something weird like a butter knife. You see how sharp you can make it. Because you have time.
I've
like
seen
what
that
else
one.
you gonna do?
I've
You
seen
know?
that one.
So the fun thing to do is you steal it out of the galley line and you take
Yeah.
it back to the workshop and then you sharpen it and then you go and you put it back in the galley line. And then you take another one and do the same thing and then you try and see how often you can get your knife back. It's pretty great.
You're on a boat, not in a prison.
Well, yeah.
They're not shanking each other.
No.
That's right.
Like they give us a
So
butter
funny,
knife
though.
to try and cut steak, right? That they have burned beyond all recognition, and it's just
tenderized.
It's just leather at that point. So you
Yeah.
need a steak knife.
Mm.
So you
I
take
got
the butter knife, you make it into a steak knife. It works. But
Nice.
doing stuff like that, just seeing what you can make, because again, you have nothing but time. So if you have just a rat file and you have, a nut, see what you can do. It might take you some time, but you got time.
You got time. Oh, bless you.
Yeah, man. Life's good.
Life is good.
So I'll do other reading and the watching and all the other stuff too. So, but that's one defining thing that's fun.
Thanks for sharing, bud.
Yeah, man.
Thanks
That's
for
funny.
sharing.
You guys both looking?
Yeah, I got
I've-
something for you. So a weasel walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Wow, I've never served a weasel before. What can I get you?" "Pop," goes the weasel.
Yeah.
So, not to brag, but I defeated our local chess champion in less than 5 moves.
Yeah.
Finally, my high school karate lessons paid off. Why
That
is
is-
it a bad? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Dad is down at the auto dealership looking at potential choices. Cargo space, he asks. The salesman says, "Car no do that. Cargo road."
Oh gosh, Cargo Road.
I'm
I was
sorry.
playing. This might be funny, Alex, because I was playing Pictionary with Zoe today. So why is it a bad idea to iron your 4-leaf clover?
You don't want to press your luck.
You should never press your luck.
I was really struggling to get my wife's attention. So I sat down on the sofa and looked comfortable. That did the trick.
You know, when I was a kid, my mom told me I could be anyone I wanted to be. Turns out identity theft is a crime.
Yes, it is.
I think my wife is putting glue in my antique weapons collection.
So,
No, she denies it, but I'm sticking to my guns. Oh, this one's for you, Alex. What's the difference between a cranky 2-year-old and a duckling?
I don't know.
Oh, one is a whiny toddler and the other is a tiny waddler.
Yeah.
Waddle,
speaking
waddle,
of, waddle away.
waddle, waddle.
Where to go? Air used to be free at the gas station, and now it's $1.50. Do you know
Yeah.
why?
It stinks.
No, inflation.
Inflation.
Wah,
Wah,
wah.
wah. I heard that by law you have to turn on your car lights when it's raining in Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah, how am I supposed to know when it's raining in Sweden?
I was really angry at my friend Mark for stealing my dictionary. I told him, "Mark my words."
Yeah, it's fun.
What? Why don't pirates travel on mountain roads?
Good question.
Scurvy.
Curvy. I started a new dating service in Prague. I called it Checkmate.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Apparently, to start a zoo, you need at least 2 pandas, a grizzly, and 3 polar bears.
That's a very interesting list. Why is that?
It's the bare minimum.
Oh man. My cat looks way too comfortable.
What do Santa's elves listen to as they work?
One more time?
What do Santa's elves listen to as they work?
Dun, 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 dun.
Rap music.
Oh.
Rap.
Thanks, Dad. A kid asks his dad, "Do trees poop?" Dad answers, "Where do you think number 2 pencils come from?"
You know, I wish COVID-19 had started in Las Vegas.
Oh, who's to say it didn't?
Well, because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, good point. You know, who's the genius that decided to call it emotional baggage
Who's that?
and not grief case?
My wife told me to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down.
I had to put my foot down.
So a vowel saves another vowel's life.
A valve?
A vowel.
Oh, a vowel. How?
A vowel saves another vowel's life. And the other vowels say A-E-I-O-U.
What do you what's the matter you?
What's the matter with you?
Oh, man. Last one for me. So I said to the woman at the deli, "I'd like to buy a ham and cheese baguette with pickles." She said, "Sorry, we only take cash or card."
Yeah.
I found a wooden shoe in my toilet today.
Ouch.
It was clogged. It was clogged.
It was clogged. Ha! Ba-dum-ts. Yeah.
Ba-doom-ching.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our episode of Brothers in Arms podcast. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Those in our chat room, Samson, good to see you again, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate your
our one fan.
your silent input.
Grandma was here too.
Oh, Miss
Well,
Grandma.
hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
Sorry we missed you. Hiya.
Yeah, she's not here anymore, but she was.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, Boyle.
Great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to monitor.
Managing that group chat there.
He is the monitor of monitors. He is the hall monitor. Yeah, the hall of justice. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are your Brothers in Arms. This is episode 78 of our ongoing podcast. We're coming up on our 2-year mark, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary.
We're getting old.
Is it September? I think it's September.
September.
Yeah, it's September. So when that happens, when that rolls around, hopefully this guy over here will be available. But, life happens, work happens, and, well, we'll see what we can do. But we'll definitely make it a big shedang. Shedang?
I'll make.
Shebang?
I'll
A thing.
shitting shebang.
Whoa.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Jam.
Shadooba-doo-bop-a-dop.
Yep.
Chang,
Dude.
chang, 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 chang.
We'll always be together. Wow! Yeah!
Whee!
Yay!
Sorry.
Yeah. Every school I've ever
Enjoy
been
that one, there,
with
podcaster listeners.
in the theater department, every single school has done that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's Grease,
single
man. You
one.
gotta sing. You gotta sing.
No,
Every 4 years.
I was always Sunny. Never had to sing.
Grease, lightning.
Never.
Grease, lightning. All right. Never.
Never.
Just slick back the hair.
And seen in the hallway with the guitar. That was me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Grease lightning.
Yeah.
Now I got him going.
Oh yeah, yep. No, that's one of the check-offs. Get Greg start singing.
So you can get this podcast wherever podcasts are sold. It's free to you. It's free to us. And we just love to put it out there for you. So thank you. And also, you can find this episode on our YouTube channel at Brothers in Arms Podcast. That's all one word. All the way back to, I think, episode 12 is on our YouTube channel right now. I know, right? That's huge. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really, truly appreciate you. We hope you've had as much fun as we have and dived into the good stuff that we've enjoyed. So thank you very much. Have a fantastic, wonderful week. Greg, got anything to share with us before we go?
Oh yeah, as always, drink water, change socks, take Motrin, reach out to your friends. Boyo, stay safe.
Yeah, amen. Amen. Alex?
I wonder what's going to happen if I go before him 1 week and literally say those things. Is he going to have something else to say? Like, I'd kind of like to know.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Let's
Maybe we
try
should
that
give
one
you the
time.
chance sometime.
Maybe.
Maybe.
My bad.
And as always, folks, no? Nothing?
I got nothing. Okay.
No? Okay. Yeah. Don't forget to change
So
your
anyways,
socks,
I was
folks.
saying.
Yeah.
You always gotta change the socks, bro.
Just change your socks, man.
Change your
Just
socks.
Change your socks.
It's essential.
That's right.
Yeah.
Take care of you before you take care of each other's. Each other's?
Each other's.
Each other's. Yeah. Take care of you, folks. Love you guys. Have a fantastic week, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah.
Love you too, PT.
Chloe.
Bye.
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 Mate.
Go Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning.
Do 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 do. Go 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 go.
I really.
He still hasn't
should
hit the button.
No, I haven't.
Nope. Let that one go.
Oh
are
wait,
awesome.
which end? Which end? Oh.
I don't even know. Oh,
Ugh.
I don't even know what to do with that one. Makes me think of like the kids that like put like shot glass bottles on their lips and suck on them to.
Yeah, no.
That was weird.
Mm.
You're weird.
Bye, guys.
Bye.